Ah, hello. My name's Hattiejane, and I'm not a professional marketer. I'm not a professional seller. I can claim to being a professional nurse, as I did a lot of training and a lot of years doing that. And then I got into massage therapy and did a number of years doing that. So those are two professions I can do. And student is a big profession for me. Today, I have an opportunity to share with you something that I picked as my plan B as I saw myself aging 20 years ago. And I can really truly vouch for the products that we market and the company that makes that opportunity possible and the process that you'll have to go through if you want to use this company's offering to the public as a marketing aspect so that you can make great money and help other people who want to do the same thing for whatever reason, and I'll share some of mine, um, be an independent distributor for Nikken. Now I'm going to share my screen, God willing, and this is a part of our process in Nikken. Some people come in with a great deal of information and how to do things, and some of us, like myself, have never ever done anything like this before. So fortunately for me, the internet here has made it a wonderful way for me to be able to speak to you and share what I know and show some information. So possibly you might want to join whoever shared this with you, or get in touch with me, or get in touch with any people to talk to, or just look us online and take the luck of the draw and get assigned somebody. Because this product is only marketed, it's only sold via an independent distributor. You may see it on other sites, but it's strictly the actual product line is only handled by the company through the company. And so it's open to everybody and anybody. So therefore, if you're going to find anything interesting, check us out real close, see if it's right for you, and get in touch with a person that you can relate to and find out for yourself how it works, because it's very experiential. Now that sounds like hogwash. It's not, because you take a cup of coffee or an energy drink and you feel perky and you feel like I can get going. Well, Nikken works on our normal health fields that brings that awareness and that availability of energy back into our lives, that problem that we've been dealing with that's been draining on us and causing stress because it's discomforting, and things loomed ahead that didn't look good. Well, it brought us another doorway that we can work with, our medical professionals, but it's not medicine. And it's not a problem, and it doesn't promise anything because it's so different for each one of us. And so it feels like maybe we're trying to scam you or to tell you something that all of us have been through that. We all found this thing because utilizing this natural component of our bodies with natural means is not in our routine of something that can happen. Many people call it a placebo effect. Well, over 20 years, I don't have enough placebo. So yes, I'm a very dedicated and delighted participant in marketing this product. And now I'm going to try and bring up the slides that help me stay on track. Because you can see, I kind of wander a bit. Now, I think they're back here. Okay. Open. Folks, I'm sorry. That's not the page I wanted to open. Let's see. There's my things. And let me just, now, I have to on Zoom say I want to share my screen so you can see what's on my desktop. And so what I'm doing now, and this is all self-learning and with help, because they have classes for Zoom, they have classes here, and there are other people like teenagers know how to do this stuff real easy. But this wasn't invented when I was born. It wasn't invented when I went to school. So I'm playing catch up. Now, if anybody has a bright idea where to share a screen on this, I really appreciate it. Says, okay, just a moment. Zoom recording. Hello. Lord willing, I have now resumed recording. Please feel free to unmute, and if you have me on screen, and we'll compare notes. And people, this is what I've been involved in because this used to be my plan B. And then we have other things happening. Okay. Now, where was I? I'm an independent distributor, which means this is my responsibility to whether or not I introduce and I sell Nikken's products, for which Nikken then reimburses me for that effort. And 20 years ago, I hear voices who are others, because I have other fellow members on with me, which is wonderful, because we feel we are collaborative entrepreneurs, and that's what Nikken has made possible. Because each of us have our own things, but we link with the individual who we choose to sign on with, so they can help us learn how to do things, which is and or cross Nikken, because that's what's happened with me on this. I've never done anything like this before, and computers weren't around when I was born, nor when I went to school. My background is nursing, bedside, and teaching university hospitals, and I dearly loved it. My native skills is not administration, it is not organization. Therefore, as I was aging and things were changing in the field, I had to think about what could I do to earn money later on in life. I was an independent lady, still was. Maybe that changed, but maybe not. So when I found, and when Nikken was introduced to me and during my massage training days, I saw a way of addressing my patients' health in a way that made them less of a problem for them while they were waiting for me to bring the pills or me to help them walk. So, but then over these 20 years, I have found what a marvelous, marvelous doorway they were into my own personal health, because I could feel what was that. Anyway, it works, and it worked for me, and I know it works for everybody. But whether or not it's something that you can integrate to make physical or emotional, to make changes that you choose, that's so individual. I'm not going to promise anybody that. I can tell you that again and again and again, I've seen things change in people's lives that they did not think was possible. They're medical professionals. And a lot that decide to move on to something else because it just wasn't their thing. Or not even try it because it wasn't sound too strange. But that's why we're doing these things. Now, you can see, Lord willing, on the screen, a better way to live a life in balance. Because when the gentleman in Japan also finding a way to take care of his family, finding a way to make income that would be adequate to carry his family in the future toward many foreseeable problems, he created this product. And with this product, he felt that he wanted to create a pathway toward more peace and more understanding. So that he dealt very strongly on the success of the marketers that was going to move his product, that's going to make him the money, that it should be a life in balance. That's your mind, your body, your finances, your family. And I'm reading the thing, and your society. Do you see? Memory was not my best suit to start with. It still is. So that's why these slides help so much to help me stay on track, what to share with you, and what is our basis. When we got into it, I had been an employee all of my life. I'd gone to school. I'd gotten a degree to be an employee. So when I went into massage, I became self-employed somewhat. But it was still trading time for dollars, and there's only so much of me. And I'm hands-on was really my forte. So becoming a business owner with the skill set that I had was not so good, but you can see other people have gone into franchise very successfully. They've been able to leverage the work of other individuals and help them have a good life and themselves a life and have a set system that's already working and already in line for you. But it takes a lot of money to start it up. Plus, if you don't stay involved with it, your particular site can go not appreciated and you can lose business. And then we go to the area of the investor. Everything can be investment. Your own personal time in this business is an investment. Because remember, this is my business. If I don't get on, if I don't try, if I don't talk to people, if I don't share this knowledge, why should they buy from me? They don't know me. They can go to a website that they just fall across and do it there. Why should they come to me? Well, I'm investing my time and my belief in sharing this with you to know that this is a way that you can do business if this is good for you. Because as an investor, as our gentleman, Mr. Warren Buffett, showing here, had wise decision on reviewing companies, reviewing things as to who to put his money with, which took a lot of time and personal effort. But then he had a substantial funds to start with and continued to, and other people joined him. And he was good at it. So he made a lot of money. And in this company, in this area of marketing for Nikken, we have some distributors that have made sounding fantastical incomes. But that's because they put the work in and they put the people in. They put the people by meeting them and sharing them and helping their people meet people. So it's not, it's for some folks have very natural capacities and it's a little bit easier. The rest of us, like me, it takes work. So don't fool yourself. This is no easy thing to do. But just as this slide shows, the choices that you make depends on the behavior you have or the behavior you desire to have, which form the habits that then may come out to, as this little says, you can be more of a success or maybe not a success. You can be a loser too. So it really depends on us. The company's promise is to provide a merchandise that you can share with others who are sharing it and with other people, and you'll introduce them to this line of how to do it, that because of how they make it, how they develop it, it is quality material based on scientific studies and wellness of your wellness, not to treat or to specifically guarantee a change. It is a guarantee that every human being, every animal, and even any plant has this mechanism within our body. And they have found a way to take an external product at first and share it, manufacture it, give it to, let us know about it, let us sell it, and go forth. And we're doing good, and it's wonderful. So it's a low cost of entry, which was great because I never did learn how to manage money. So it's less than $100, but with tax just a little over $100 for the right to be a distributorship, to be happy to distributorship, and all the rights of a distributorship. And then they continue on to have a turnkey format, just like I'm doing this, just like a variety of our distributors. As you can see, these slides go on and on and on and on and on, were developed by within the distributorship, not by someone that Nikken hired, by the distributorship to share, so I can stay online and share with you the same information that someone who with more knowledge, more awareness, and legal right shared with me, and you can share it then with another. Because again, Nikken is one of the best kept secrets in the United States and throughout the world, because we are in 23 countries. So, health facts. Why is the health important? Now, I have skipped over how to, we recommend getting in touch with people and sharing this one-to-one with another person that's more experienced than yourself. I've skipped over that. I've skipped over the marvelous bonuses we get as people join us for their own benefit to make money by, again, marketing Nikken products, to been successful. And every month and every week, as they're moving the product, the company sends them their checks for their thing. Some people call it on commission, but it's more than just commission. It is because of how they formatted this direct selling market line to a distributorship. It's written in everything so that the company maintains quality control over what people are told and what they're claiming is, because it is in an air, it is better company health, better business. So I've skipped over it. It's available. I'm glad to share it. It's not that I want to hide it. It's just that there's so much for me to share. Remember, I've been around 20 years and I've got this stuff stuffed in me and I want to get it out. So what does it address health-wise? Remember, I'm a nurse, so I come from that territory. And we all, stress, sleep, air, water are things, particularly sleep, air, and water, are universally affected. So is stress. The gentleman or the lady living in a different country has the exact body reaction to stresses and different ways of coping with things, as we all do. But the stress reaction within our body is universally affecting health and wellness. For those of us, now I'm older, now I'm finding my body's talking to me and it's teaching me about, why did those people kind of walk with a cane? Why did those people have a change in their posture? Why don't they just tidy it up? Well, now I'm finding out why they didn't. Unfortunately, Nikken helps me get back into better shape, but this again is part of health. This is part of the natural. And our children, as you look through, we're finding more very difficult health things happening to our children than ever before. Although communications may make us more aware of it, and it may have been always there, but the folks who study trends, who actually go into statistics, they actually look, say, no, the trend is not very, it's not going in a positive bend. It looks like it may be going in a bend where you'll have your children die before you do. And they are going to have more health problems. So in that effect alone, for families, I feel so important to share this product line for you to check out personally. And one of the aspects of the product line is that we strive to encourage you to think of it as a whole program, a whole need for your whole being, and therefore wellness home. Because at home, you've got water, hopefully. You have, because your body's got to have water. You have some place to sleep. You have some place to eat. You have a place that you can share with individuals if you choose to. And therefore, a wellness home addresses all of our health needs, and all the products that Nikken manufactures after research and development has been specifically chosen to address those realities. Now, what I've done, I popped up now, is what we call the value of the wellness pack. as a slide because it addressed the fact that right currently the company has a grouping of items that if you buy those items at the same time, then you receive a benefit of having a further discount of 10% over the retail cost. But up on the slide also is a little in-house information. Now the actual value, this slide was created last year or a year and a half ago. So these numbers may be slightly different as far as your actual dollar outline. Plus the fact I want you to know this is the dollar outline of the actual product. The sales tax that your state gets because the company pays them, their sales tax due, you don't have to worry about it. And the shipping, which you choose whether or not you want it real fast or on a standard basis, on the cheapest rate that they can get, is something that's folded into what you have to pay when you purchase the products. What this shows you is what the products cost per se, because the shipping and the tax vary from state to state and area to area. And that's why Nikken is such a wonderful link to be working with, because they do all of that. And they do the math that goes with it. Thank God. But math wasn't definitely, it still hasn't improved. So I give you this slide, and I'm pausing here because I want you to have a chance to see if you join as a consultant and want to market it. These are the additional savings you get as you reach how much value you are to the company because you've been able to help individuals know about it. And if they want to buy the product, as you rise in the amount that you've been able to market as a business, they will then give you a rank where you make more money. And you make more money and you make more money. So that's why a good thing. And that's what helps those individuals who might be more like myself, more individual, more one of a kind, or whatever, to reach out and help other people learn how to move their product. So for that effort, like the individuals that made these slides and all this wonderful information, put it together, was available from the company, but they put it together in a format which I can share it so that I can give you the information you might need to see if it's a right fit for you. Now we have our basic energy water. We have our nutritionals, which are focused on our health needs specifically, and they are made from whole foods. They are non-chemically lab-based, but the background as to why they work good has been examined by folks who are in the area of what is our nutrition doing, how does it do it, why does it do it, why might it need this, why might it need that, and taking the best of natural foods to meet it. And then to make it in a vegetarian thing, so it's not, it's the least, I don't know, but it seems to be a really good thing. Since I wasn't a vegetarian, I'm still not, as to why that's important. But some people it's very important, and it really works very well, which is important to me. And then they've gone into skincare. Now, this is not a makeup line. This is not because you want to look pretty. This is because the skin, the largest organ of your body, that which is your first barrier to anything coming in, needs to be healthy and strong in its own way. And so they've gone down and found the best elemental things that you do to take care of your skin, predominantly of the face and the hair, which is the scalp. So, and it's just been remarkable. The folks who are into the esthetician area, which means that they deal specifically with the appearance as well as the health of the face, say that we've really, really got a good line here. Very, very good. And I'll have to take their word because, again, I'm soap and face. And the shower system for me which is part of this slide, which shows these heads here that I'm circling next to the water tank, which is portable, by the way, and depends on gravity, and you use it out of your well, or your health, out of your healthy well or your healthy pipes, is what I use in my shower. And that has facilitated a great deal. I don't flake anymore. I don't have excessive dryness. My lips don't crack. Now that's good hydration also, but also having a daily shower helps a great deal too. So that's why this thing, a new definition for success, and it's based on the 5 pillars of health, because only you can tell if you are in balance, and if you're out of balance, it is part of the mantra of our work as individual marketers that we pay attention to our family. And those of us who have depended on marvelous leadership, and perhaps they have to cancel because they have a process of dying or a process of birthing and things, and it's important, it's important for life to be there. They can tell us, and we can pick up the rings and go forth, because we have had the experience, the training, and because it is part of humans being more, just like this presentation. Hopefully, I've shared with you some of the things I feel of Plan B, or even a new choice. Perhaps you're a student. You haven't gotten into your chosen field of work yet, and you could use some extra money, or you have other reasons, or you have a need. Join us as a customer. Get in touch with someone, and they'll be their dedicated customer, and they'll help you understand things better as to how things work and what might be useful for you to check out. Or as a part-time entrepreneur, which means you've got a business on the side while you're studying, and you can work it just like I am and others are, and the company pays you exactly the same as they do me or anybody else. Whether they be a very, very, very effective marketer in which you have thousands of people underneath you, or if you have yourself. And then becomes where humans becoming more busy, because as a full-time entrepreneur, I really have to learn better and better how to do this business. Even though it's 20 years the thing, there are still things I need to learn so that I become more effective at starting a really successful business that I can depend on to have my bills paid, have my needs met, have my lifestyle focused, and be able to live to a full range of life. Now, why is stuff? So, I haven't told you much about how this stuff works, because it's all individual. I know when they started with the insoles, which many of us did and many still do, because it's the basic first thing that of introducing the electromagnetic field that our bodies have to the Earth's magnetic field, which we all need and we all have access to at different degrees, because of our buildings that have concrete and steel, which block the radiation of natural magnetic field. Many different things to go into too much detail. But basically, putting the insoles in my shoes 20 years ago, what happened was that I had been experiencing that work was taking a great deal of effort, that I was extremely tired after work, that it was taking me longer to do work in the hospital, to take care of patients and meet their needs and fill out forms, doing the basic work of hospital nursing. And it was getting more and more difficult. I put the insoles on already. Now, I'd done extra things because I was helping a friend earn extra money by using my truck to help her deliver newspapers. That started at 5:30 in the morning. And when I put the insoles that was shared with me at a meeting I had to go to, my reaction was, oh, okay, Well, I've heard the dude say he had this reaction, that reaction worked for him. And I know acupuncture definitely is the age-old system that works energy and Reiki and therapy. I've seen these work. I felt these work. So I know there's a good reason why these can work. But then driving home from an hour and away, 2-hour meeting back to my home. It was 10:30 at night. After that, 5:30 out and been going all the rest of the time, including nursing. So I'm functional. I just know how tired I am and how I can do things. And it's snowing and icing. I am so delighted and so shocked and so delighted that my personal ability to be alert, my personal feeling of feeling awake, my personal feeling of strength and capabilities and of managing my driving skills in this difficult weather was improved because I feel an energy flow that I didn't have just before. And an hour later, I got home and I was wondering, well, now can I go to sleep feeling this energized? I mean, like, I feel like you just put me up with something. And this was before Red Bull. So coffee was all we had. So, well, I slept very, very well. And the next morning, up again for the newspapers, since those were 7 days a week, I was doing fine. And it continued on, and I was totally excited. I enjoyed the product line, and the next week I changed from a customer to from a consumer to a independent distributor, and I've been with Nikken ever since. So we've had some changes, we've had some varieties, and the changes have been all for the good for anyone who wants to join us in marketing these products, and for anyone who wants to explore these products for their own personal health needs and wellness needs. That's my take on it. You don't know me. We have no idea if I'm credible or crazy. All I can do is share this and ask you to check us out. Thank you. And this recording I will get shared. Thank you. Stop share.